You've booked your dream cruise, picturing yourself sipping a cocktail by the pool. But are you truly prepared for the final bill? Today, we're diving deep into the world of hidden cruise costs. We're going to expose those sneaky fees that cruise lines don't always advertise upfront. And more importantly, I'll share insider strategies to help you budget like a seasoned pro, whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned cruiser. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect and how to save a serious amount of cash. So, you've paid for your cabin and you think you're all set, right? Well, that's just the beginning. The first, and often most surprising, hidden cost for many cruisers is the mandatory gratuities, also known as service charges or crew appreciation. They typically range from $15 to $25 per day, depending on the cruise line and your stateroom category. For a family of 4 on a 7-night cruise, this can easily add up to over $500. Now, these tips go to the hard-working crew your room steward, dining staff, and others behind the scenes who make your vacation special. While some people debate whether to prepay them or adjust them on board, my advice is to always budget for them as a fixed, non-negotiable cost. Think of it as part of the cruise fare. Prepaying is often the easiest way to handle it, so it's one less thing to worry about on your final bill. Next up, let's talk about drinks. Unless you're on an all-inclusive luxury line, most beverages are not included in your base fare. This means every soda, specialty coffee, bottled water, beer, wine, and cocktail comes with a price tag, plus an automatic gratuity of 18 to 20% on top. These costs can add up incredibly fast. A few sodas and a couple of cocktails a day could easily cost you $50 or more. This is where drink packages come in. Almost every cruise line offers them, from basic soda packages to premium all-inclusive alcohol packages. But are they worth it? You need to do the math. Remember, if one person in a cabin buys an alcohol package, often all adults in the same cabin must buy one too. A great saving tip is to look for free at sea or similar promotions when you book, which often include a complimentary drink package. Also, most cruise lines allow you to bring a limited amount of non-alcoholic beverages, like a 12-pack of soda, and usually 1 or 2 bottles of wine per stateroom. Check your cruise line specific policy, but this simple trick can save you a bundle. Let's move on to dining. Your cruise fare includes a ton of food in the main dining rooms, the buffet, and several other complimentary venues. You could genuinely eat 24/7 without spending an extra dime. However, cruise ships are famous for their specialty restaurants. These are the steakhouses, a la carte sushi bars, and Italian trattorias that offer a more intimate, upscale dining experience for an additional fee. This can be a flat cover charge, say $30 to $60 per person, or a la carte pricing. Are they worth it? But if you're on a tight budget, you can have a fantastic time just sticking to the complimentary options. Also, many specialty restaurants offer a cheaper lunch menu on sea days, giving you the same great food for a fraction of the dinner price. Now, let's talk about staying connected. Wi-Fi at sea is notoriously expensive and often slow. But if you plan on posting to social media or video chatting with family back home, you'll need a premium plan, which costs even more. If you absolutely must have internet, buy a package for the full voyage, as it's usually cheaper than paying day by day. Another great tip is to use the free Wi-Fi available in many ports of call. Just find a local cafe, buy a coffee, and get connected. Booking tours directly through the cruise line is convenient and guarantees you'll be back to the ship on time. However, this convenience comes at a premium. Sites like Viator or Shore Excursions Group offer similar tours, often in smaller groups for a lower price. Just be sure to read reviews and book with a company that guarantees a timely return to the port. For the ultimate budget option, do it yourself. In many ports, you can easily walk to the main attractions, use local taxis, or hop on public transportation. A little pre-cruise research on sites like TripAdvisor or cruise-specific forums can help you plan an amazing day ashore for a fraction of the cost. Now for the onboard temptations. The ship is a floating resort, and there are countless ways to spend money. The casino, the spa, the art auctions, the onboard shops, bingo, it's all designed to part you from your cash. A relaxing massage at the spa can be wonderful, but it will come with a hefty price tag, plus an automatic gratuity. Look for port day specials when the spa is less busy and often offers significant discounts. The art auctions can be fun, but be wary of the free champagne and high-pressure sales tactics. Unless you're a serious art collector, it's best to just enjoy the show. Set a strict budget for things like the casino or bingo and stick to it. Treat it as entertainment, not a way to make money. A great tip is to bring cash for these activities instead of charging them to your room card. It's much easier to track your spending when you can physically see the money. Let's not forget some of the other miscellaneous costs. Things like professional photos taken by the ship's photographers are a lovely souvenir, but they are expensive. A single prank can cost $20 or more. Instead, take your own photos. Smartphone cameras are amazing these days. Also, laundry services on board are pricey. Pack enough clothes for your trip, or if you must do laundry, look for self-service laundromats on the ship, which are much cheaper. Set a clear spending limit with them before they go. Finally, medical services. The ship's medical center is equipped to handle minor illnesses and emergencies. This is why travel insurance is absolutely non-negotiable. Get a comprehensive policy that includes medical evacuation coverage. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind. And a miscellaneous fund for souvenirs and spa treatments. Estimate a realistic daily spending amount for your family. Third, use an onboard expense tracker. Most cruise line apps now let you check your running total in real time. Check it daily to make sure you're staying on track. This simple habit prevents that heart-stopping moment when you see the final bill on the last night. By planning ahead and being mindful of your spending, you can avoid any nasty surprises. A cruise vacation is one of the best travel values out there, but only if you know how to navigate the extra costs. By budgeting for gratuities, being smart about drinks and dining, planning your port days independently, and avoiding onboard money traps, you can enjoy a fantastic stress-free holiday without breaking the bank. Your dream vacation is about the memories you make, not the bill you bring home. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you plan your next amazing voyage. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to CruiseAdventures for more insider tips and cruise reviews. Let me know in the comments your best tip for saving money on a cruise. Happy sailing!